So I'm Dr. Patton, and what I want to do is I want to take a moment to talk about this book, at least the first chapter, to give someone an understanding. So as you can tell, the title is Leading with Authenticity, A Path to Effective Leadership. So what made me write that book? Or better yet, let's focus on the chapters itself. I wrote it because I wanted to tell a story, but the first chapter is pretty much the seeds of leadership, the seeds of authenticity. Where did it come from? My journey of how I define or understood authentic leadership. And so what it is for me as a child, and this is the first chapter talks about as a child, you don't really pay attention to what's going on around you in the sense of this will affect me in adulthood. I will learn from this and implement this in adulthood. You don't think about that. So what you see where you grow up, your environment kind of dictates how things will play out in your life. And sometimes if something um, plays out not how you want it, then somewhere along the line, you have to course correct and dictate how your life comes out from there. And that is where leading with authenticity comes from. That is that first chapter. It started with my roots of how I grew up, some of my experiences. Because truth be told, if you never figured it out, leadership starts at home. And I highlight that in this book. It starts at home. That development from your parents or your caregiver or who's ever overseeing you as you grow up, your influences, your role models, all of them sets your path of how you grow up. So that's what this first chapter is about. It tells a great story, how I went from one place to another place, back to the original place, and then found and spread my wings. And once I was able to do that, I was able to look back and say, you know what? That right there is authenticity. There is where my leadership path started. There is where I got my foundation. And not just me, every one of you have that same foundation. And it's a different path, but you have it. So do you know your leadership roots? Do you know where they started? Do you know what got you on that path? This book will kind of guide you in that direction and make you reflect, have a moment of reflection on your life and say, you know what? It started there for me too. This is my path. And it will help you. And then from there, it goes on into other things. Like I said, this book is written, each chapter builds on each other. They build on one another, tell a whole entire story. So it's a good read. I think you should check it out. I'm Dr. Patton. I just wanted to give you an intro of chapter one to give you a little idea, and I may come in and talk about later, another chapter within the book. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking me out. Dr. Patton out.